Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Shoot. Slam. Hey, alert 3. Down.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rock it. Check nine. Shift. Tighten up.
They'll run this with Homer. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Going on the ground with Homer. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This is Homer. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll set up a throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Touchdown. Hey, got tight left. 3 down. Hey.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Bang. Protein spill. Hey, exit.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 50. Man, we're close. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Come. Go.
Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Not by 20. Hey, come on. Hold on. Check. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 37. Check.
On first down, Kane. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Watch the shit. Look at me. Door. Watch it. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Ward, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Foxtrot. 53's a month. 53. Check 53. Snap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
There's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Forced out to us. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Ric Flair.
Now a give, right side. It's Kane. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Corn out.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
You got tight right there. Hey, Shell. 951. Get that quarterback at all costs. Joker. Kill. DC.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set. 15 line. 80 weapons. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be brought Gets a sack. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
95%. No, check his mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 95.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Good go. 180. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
After the interception, here's gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
SEC violation.
No doubt.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from get. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. 25 yards that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
On the ready. 61, matchbox light. Back.
On play action, they'll throw. And a completion to Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Kane, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
120. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 6-6, pull it high. Value 3. Smooth.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up third and
Go, 180. Value 1.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Go now. 8 speed. Let's go. Bristol, Travis. Hey. High 7. 5.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Hold on. Yes, sir.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Ric Flair. Check 24. Ringo.
They'll try the left side. Kane. this all the way down to the 9. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Broncos 21, Steelers 13.
Come on, 180. Hey, Shell.
They'll try the left side. It's Kane, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, here's Goff. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. At Someone told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run it with Ward. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And Wilson has it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Switch. Hey, Sam off.
They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. And Diggs has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's gone. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Go off throwing again. He gets him to Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
22 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Kane. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Tonight, by 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,